Hey everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and I wanted today to show you the set of Traveler's Company Traveler's Notebooks that I have. This is my little collection, and I only have one passport. I'm not as big of a fan of the passport as I am of the standard. The one main reason is that you can't get a lot into these passports, but that's okay too. This is set up as a wallet, and it is their passport in Camel. And these two are the same, the Camel Standard and the Camel Passport. I bought this one new, and then this I actually picked up off of a buy-sell trade. And it has a Fourruf, which is Fourruf, and that is the Traveler's Company pocket. It's like a fabric, like a starched linen or cotton folder, and then you've got pockets back here, and I'm not going to throw that over there because it's got my card numbers on it. But then I've got a plastic Traveler's Company pocket, zip pocket, and then you've got the Fourruf zipper. And this is where I actually keep change, but I normally do not keep change in this. So I usually have like a little coin purse or something. But as you can tell, it does stick out a little bit because I have the two zipper pockets. Not the two Fourruf, but one plastic and one zipper, and then I have the one insert. And then with this, I would also have to use one of my nanos to carry all my extra cards. So when I need to slim down and have a smaller profile, then I can use this. I took this out of my Speckled Fawn's Mustard Kodiak, and because it was super chunky. But I love that one, and I just was in the mood to use that one. And then once I got these tonight, I was like, let's try putting it in here. Don't know how long I'll keep it in this, but we will see. But that's the passport. And as I said, this Camel is the one that I've had. And I keep my Superior Labor pocket pouch in it. And it has a zipper in the back there, and then canvas, and I love this. And this also has one of the Traveler's Company plastic pockets on the back and on the front. And then we have that for my business cards. But this is what I use for memory keeping. And this is the August one that I have not decorated yet, but I'm going to be taking with me this weekend. So I wanted to have that with me, and I'm using this just to travel with. And again, just memory keeping has always been in this, and that's what I'm taking this with me. And then it has the Traveler's Company Japan, made in Thailand, with their stamp. So those are the two Camel. And then tonight, I got these off of a buy-sell trade, and they all have the Traveler's Notebook, Traveler's Company Japan, made in Thailand. And it was not readily obvious to me that this was olive. So this is the olive, this is the black, and this is the brown. So the only one that I'm actually missing is the blue. But if you put these two together, they're not radically different. I thought this would be a much more dark green, and I had gotten a non-Fourruf pouch off of Amazon, and I'll link that down below for you guys. But when you open it and compare it, then yes, it does look olive. And then I have just one of the Yellow Paper House bullet journals in here, along with the Traveler's Company Shitajiki, which I believe is, I want to say this is 2019. I think it's 2019. Yeah, this is the 2019 one. The 2018 was the Railways. And that's what I have. It has all the railroad stuff. So I have the 2018 Passport Shitajiki, and then the 2019 standard. But this one has 3 pockets here, and this was like $10. So I was like, I just want to try it and see. The Faroof ones are pretty spendy, but I got this and the Faroof pouch together for $25. So I was like, that's a heck of a deal, because usually you pay $25 to $35 for the Faroof pouch themselves. But it has 3 pockets here, and it is very crisp and such. And now the stitching on it's not great, but for $10, I'm like, okay. But I just wanted to give it a try, and the zipper works great. So you've got an opening there. And then you've got, with all of the Travelers Company ones, they have the elastic coming out of the back. Now, when you're writing, sometimes that can affect that, but not always. Now, the only thing that was wrong with the olive, and the olive is one that's kind of hard to get, the bookmark had been shortened. But I have a elastic kit from Travelers Company coming, and I'm probably going to change the elastic on this anyway. So I will get, because I want to put a contrasting elastic on this, but I'll put a new bookmark in there too. But this is the brown, and out of all of them, I love this leather the most. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's more suede feeling, and I love the inside of this. This has my Cocoa Daisy yearly in it, and I put in as much as I can on the year for memory keeping and stuff. But, and you could tell the person that had this before had one of the pen clips on it, but that's okay. Which I may actually end up putting back on, but I really love the feel of this. And then the black is more of a shiny black, and I don't have actually an insert in this one yet, but the inside of it feels amazing too. And I know people are like, oh my god, you have all those chic sparrows and now you have all of these, but these are not something that you keep adding and keep adding and keep adding. They come in 4 colors, and they only have the standards, and they only have the passports. So I feel comforted knowing that I have these. The blue one, I've not seen a used blue one yet that I would want to purchase. And at some point I may even just go ahead and order it off of Amazon for the whole set for it to be brand new. But part of what I love about these is they come with character already. And it has a past. It's already had a life. And I kind of love that about these. And, I have no idea what that life was. It's just shown on their covers. And I love that. So, we're not perfect. And again, wabi sabi, imperfectly perfect. And I love that. This black one is most likely going to be the one that I send to Baumkuchen to have. I want to have a front pocket put on, and then I want to have side pockets put on, possibly. I have not figured it out completely yet, but eventually that's something that I would not mind doing. And I had thought that I was going to do the black, and when I got them in tonight, I was like, yep, definitely the black. And you can see how long this one is comparatively, and it's got a knot in it, whereas in here it's just barely there, and it doesn't, it's like they cut it at the knot. So I'll just have to replace that. But actually feeling all of these right after each other, it's just like these two are the shinier of the two, and these two are the really soft, like napped kind of ones. And the passport's the same. So I love the way they look. I love the character that they get. And, with the marks on them and everything, I don't mind that. In fact, I really love the way it looks. And I don't necessarily love that about, my other leather Traveler's Notebooks. But these, I can be completely happy with, letting them get beat up. And the more beat up they get, the better they look. And you can see a lot of that in the different Traveler's Notebook, the Traveler's Company notebooks, or Midori. These originally were called Midoris, and some of the ones that you'll see will say Midori on the back. But I was thinking about it today, and when I got these, I was like, was it just FOMO that I wanted these? You know, did John Rush send me down a rabbit hole or what? But I'd already had these two, and I loved them, and I had it marked as a, you know, and I go in and I do a search, but when I see something and I'm like, oh, you know, I would really love to have those, and I got a really great deal on them. But and it's not that I have, you know, specific uses for all of these yet, but I know that these are what I would like to take on adventures with me, and I feel better about that than taking like my A5 Daphne from Chic Sparrow, you know, out hiking or whatever. I want them to get beat up, and I want them to have a life, and I want them to be reflective of my adventures. And that's what I hope these are going to be. I'm taking one with, like I said, I'm taking one with me to Boise this weekend, and I'm just using a blank insert in it, or a lined insert, but I love the way they feel, and I love the character they get. And to look at pictures of other people's where they are so beaten up and so like scratched and stained and all of that, it's something about it. And somebody had asked, oh, it was in the video with Cindy Gunterbaldo, somebody had asked her about, would she ever go to fully digital? You know, does she think the planner community is going away just because of all these different apps and things like that? And I thought, you know, that will never, ever, ever happen, because there are so many people out there like us that love analog, that love stationery, that love the feel of paper, the feel of leather, the feel of how something ages and gets a patina on it. And, you know, of course there are people out there that, you know, want everything to stay pristine. And I'm not saying that that's wrong at all, because there are certain things that I want to keep pristine. You know, some of my Traveler's Notebooks, I'm like that. I'm like, but these are meant to be artifacts. And, you know, I fell in love with like Indiana Jones's notebook that had everything in it. And, you know, I have the Dr. Jones from Chic Sparrow, but these remind me so much of that, especially the brown. Oh, but I don't know. I guess these have a mystique about them that you don't really get, or at least I don't get from other Traveler's Notebooks, because those all are meant, you know, to be a system. And you know, and normally, you all know, I am not a classic kind of girl. I like my pockets a lot. But again, going back to the feel of these, the mystique of them, just everything about them. I don't know why, but I've always had a fascination with them. And when I first started down this rabbit hole of Traveler's Notebooks, I found this a lot. And it seemed like these were always out of reach because they were from Japan, and not a lot of people carried. And this is before I knew about jet pens and Amazon as far as these things went. And then I found Chic Sparrow, and I'm like, oh, I must have these. And so I only had this, and it was cool. I loved it, but I didn't really carry it with me all the time or anything like that. But the more I have gotten into this whole genre of stationery and notebooks and phenomenon, because it's not just like a fad. It's something that is timeless, and it's, you know, finding something that's, you know, that has character, and it has all of those beautiful marks and scratches and scuffs, and you're just like, what's in this, you know? And so it just calls to me, and I am very thankful that they only come in 5 colors. Oh my gosh, so happy. And I probably won't get all the passports, you know. I say that now, but if I ever found a good deal, probably, maybe. But these I absolutely adore. And the one that I would truly still love to find is the Pan Am, because that combines 2 of the things that I am so fascinated with. I love that whole mystique around Pan Am Airlines. Love it. In fact, today I was surfing eBay and there was a Pan Am uniform, stewardess uniform made by Edith Ford, and I'm like, oh my God, look at that! And it was $202, and I was like, I wonder if I can wear that. Because I was like, okay, that's the ultimate cosplay for me. That would be awesome. And of course, it was like a size 4. But I was just like, okay, well, I could put it around my calf. That would be it. Yeah. But just the mystique of Pan Am and that whole airline and that era of travel and everything, just, I don't know, it just tingles me. It's just, I love it. And so to get a Pan Am, one of these, and okay, I will say the Starbucks versions from Japan. Yes, I want that too, but I'm not willing to pay, $150 off of eBay for one of those. I'm like, no. I would rather put that money towards a trip to Japan or have one of my friends from Japan send me one. But, so yeah, there are a couple of more out there that I would like to get. But as a whole, I was called to these and drawn to these, and I know, but it says adventure to me. And I actually ordered a sticker that says live a great story, live a great story. And there I have some stickers from Midori and Travelers Company that I will be putting on some inserts and things like that. But I kind of want to keep these as adventure notebooks and use these, in the coming years and see how they turn out. But I love them, and I think they're gorgeous. And the more beat up and, scuffed and marked that they get, I think will be amazing. So there you have it, and my whole fascination with adventures and traveling and Pan Am and now, Travelers Company. So, yes, there is another rabbit hole that I could go down, but John Rush totally set it off on me, and I was like, oh, okay, now's the time, because I've just been waiting, and I was happy with these 2, and then I saw the other color. I'm like, oh, look. And the thing that pushed me over the edge was when he put the standard labor double pen loop on the front of the brown. I'm like, oh my God, I need that so bad. Have not got it, but that's on my wish list down the line. But yeah, I just have these, and like I said, it's probably going to be the black that goes to get a pocket or 2 to adapt it eventually. But I'm just happy to have them. And I'm excited for them, and I will be adding inserts from Baumkuchen shortly. But with these, I don't know that I'm going to put any charms or anything on them, but you never know. I will update you or keep you updated on these, but these are going to start traveling with me, and I'm kind of excited about that, to have my own adventures with my adventure notebooks. So I hope you guys have had a great week, and I will maybe check in when I'm in Boise with my best friend Kelly, who I love and adore and is back from New Orleans for a little while. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.